Grandma was in there, auntie was in there, mama had AAA.
It's week 13 of the NFL, where we'll see this team's burner at wide receiver. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. The action is only moments away on EA Sports.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple of years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate number one threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Last week's performance, Mike, probably when you go back and look at it, the thing that stands out the most is just a little bit too inconsistent for their liking. He found a way to ultimately lead his team to a victory, and that's the biggest thing. But with that said, he has to do a better job of keeping the ball from getting into the wrong hands. He got too careless at times, and they made him pay for it. If he does that here today, he might not get so lucky. This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's caught, left side, it's complete. Call it a gain of 13. That's enough for a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Here's a 2nd and 6. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. He's got a man. That's Watson. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Up the middle they go. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down. And he does all he can to get away, but they're going to get him right at the line of scrimmage, and it will bring up 4th down. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
His drive will start on the ground. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 45. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. 2nd down and 8. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. Here's 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. He's down right at the 40, but that is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
In trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
That's complete on the tight end screen. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we move into the 2nd half of the season, you can see he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns. They'll begin here on the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. They bring their tight end right. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll check this down to the running back. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
They'll look to throw yet again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's taken down on what should be The final play of this first quarter. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. What will the second quarter have in store? And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground. And a short gain there, down only to the 48. Here's 2nd and 9. That one on target to Watson. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's a run going left. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. He'll try to run for it. And he's in.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Next to score, visitors 7, our home team nothing.
Seven-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he's been as involved as anyone in the league in the middle part of the season, the NFL leader in receiving yards to this point. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Quick throw, taken in. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. And that will be a first down.
In today's game, Mike, we're so used to seeing everyone go for quarterback sneak in this situation. 3rd and inches, just let your quarterback kind of barrel forward and get a fresh set of downs. But a nice change up here, giving the ball to your back. Not only does he pick up the first down, but he gets plenty of yards after that.
He is having his way. Another big game. This time 18 yards and a first down.
It's been a really nice drive they've been able to put together, Mike, and I think the key word is balance. Not having to rely too heavily on either the run or the pass. Continue to mix it up, going back and forth. Keep the defense off balance. A lot of success.
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. He'll look to throw. He brings it down to the 5-yard line, but now it is 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
Result is a first down.
They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Now he takes off. 20-yard pickup there. That's enough for a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Back to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. And the visitors extend their advantage to 14-3.
Our home team, 3.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Now a 3rd and 2. They'll throw out of the gun. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. This one intercepted. And the visitors are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Finding room at midfield. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
A gain of 13 yards. Result is a first down.
Now they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock. Now Mike Tomlin going to send out the field goal unit. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the visitors going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
At their own 30-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up.
And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Brings up second down at the 33-yard line.
We'll try the right side this time. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. He'll get this out to his running back. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, sometimes as a play caller, it's pretty easy. Get the ball into the hands of your best players. In this case, a wide receiver screen. Get it to him quick, get some blockers out in front, let him do the rest after the catch, and he picks up the first down.
It's first down, and they'll run. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. His throw left side is complete. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways.
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
The extra point is up and through. And his guys are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. Now a run on first down. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now from the gun toward the middle. That one caught by Watson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. They'll send a tight end in motion right. To the ground, a first down run. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll get 4 on this one. Down inside the 40-yard line now. Now this time they'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be taken down.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he got half of what he needed from the 6 to the 3. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The extra point is good. And the visitors move out to a 24-10 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Now a handoff, running right. Not much there, maybe a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Taken down at the 41. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. First reception for the man who enters the week as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. This one, good for a 1st down. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. 22 yards, the pickup there. And that will be a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Now he'll run. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will score! Game on! That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Now the try here for the point after. His kick is good. And his guys back within 7. It's 24-17. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll look to throw. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the 1st down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
3rd and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And a nice job. They pick it up. First down. The march continues. They're at the 41-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free, and he gains nothing. From the gun, here's a handoff, and he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll drop to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Back to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Quick throw here is complete.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the visitors are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And right about now, they might be thinking, are we sure we want an off week next week? They're going to head into the bye with momentum as they try to polish this one off. A tight end in motion now. The drive will start on the ground. Now a second timeout called by the defense. They'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. They'll stick with him again. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. One of the tight ends in motion right. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll get this forward to about 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 yards on the play.
On 4th down, out comes the punter. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally, the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Here is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Here comes 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter. Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and to also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.